Alright, so hello everybody, and welcome to episode 2 of Hammond Adventure Park. This is going to be a very exciting episode, and I'm very excited for this because this is going to be kind of like introducing you guys to the format of how these episodes are going to run. We have a lot going in today's episode, and these episodes are actually going to be more packed than the Planet Zoo episodes, because I know that the speed builds in this game aren't as satisfying to watch as Planet Zoo, because they don't have like a million pieces to work with. It's just laying down fences. I'm trying to do as much as I can to make them like unique builds, and I think I'm doing pretty well with getting mods and stuff, and it's honestly going pretty decent. I think these first two enclosures actually, because these are the first two animals, technically three, in our parks, so that's definitely going well. But I think that these two first enclosures are pretty good. We have the Utahraptor Paddock that we're going to be starting off with in the speed build, and then we're going to be switching over after to the big open plaza area, which actually doesn't have any shops. It's more of just kind of like a garden area with some cool displays and an enclosure for the Pachycephalosaurus and what I imagine are baby Pachycephalosauruses, which are actually Homalocephale. So I thought it was a clever way of doing baby dinosaurs in with the real ones, or with small dinosaurs, and pretend them to be babies, because I saw that somewhere else around the internet and thought I'd give it a try, because it's a fun, unique little concept. So we're starting off with the Utahraptor Paddock, and this is honestly a really cool idea. I tried to do as close as I could to the Velociraptor Paddock, and I think there was an actual template of the paddock you could use when you get the mod. But I think it was a bit too small, so I just tried to build my own, and I think it turned out pretty good. It doesn't have like the little ladder, or sorry, like the little walking area on top where the people can walk on top, but I didn't want to include that just because it would feel too much like the raptor paddock from Jurassic World, if you know what I mean. I wanted to do something a bit different. And then I have like a little backstage area in the back, which you'll see I added a caged off area. So yeah, this was basically the Utahraptor one. The Utahraptor are really pretty. I love building for the new DLC animals, and I want to continue doing that. The Utahraptor is from the Predator pack, which released in December, I think, last year. It came along with 3 other species, the Tarbosaurus, Gigantoraptor, and Concavinator, I think it was. But yeah, hopefully we can build for those 3 in the future. Yeah, I'm starting small. I'm starting with the smaller animals. We have like a raptor, another smaller herbivore. We'll eventually work our way up to the bigger ones. In the next episode, I want to focus more on hybrids, because we just got the hybrids pack, and I want to do something with the hybrids from that pack, or at least the 2 that I actually like. The other 2, not so much. Well, there's one that I really like. I'm not going to spoil which one's which, but there's one that I really like and I want to include. There's one that I also pretty decently like and I want to include and put that in its own enclosure. And then one is decent. It got like a complete remodel from the base game. If you know which one I'm talking about, it's a pretty big hint. And then one I just don't really want to use at all, because it's kind of, I'm just not a fan of it. Maybe I'll put it in if I want to like do like something different, but I just don't really want to look at it. But the bioluminescent skins are pretty cool for the hybrids pack, and I didn't actually even discuss my thoughts on the hybrids pack. I am like, we didn't get a free update or anything. I completely forgot to like share my thoughts on that. But you are also going to hear me talk at the end of the video at the tour. So yeah, instead of cinematic shots for these videos, we're going to be doing tours, just because I feel like, again, it's more satisfying for me to walk around in this kind of stuff, and like we can look at the creatures instead of doing just cinematic shots where you can see a lot of the same kind of like style as other creators, because again, this game doesn't have too much variety when it comes to like making parks unique. I tried my best. I think it did turn out pretty well here, but I just want to do a tour as something different. Plus we don't do a lot of tours in general, and I do like doing tours. Someday we'll do one of Planet Zoo. And maybe we can get back to Oakwood Zoo once it stops being glitchy and stuff like that. Maybe. I don't know. Anyway, the hybrids pack. So the hybrids pack came with what? Stegoceratops, Ankylodocus, Spinoraptor, and Spinoceratops. One out of those 4, technically 2 I guess, because one of them got a pretty big revamp. But one is actually new. to both games, like to the game, which is Spinoceratops from Camp Cretaceous, and the other 3 are from the original game that have been brought back and have got either new animations, new model work, or the exact same. I'm not looking at anyone particularly. But yeah, overall, my thoughts on the pack are actually, I don't hate it as much as some people do. After seeing the showcase and stuff, I can't really blame Frontier for taking a cheap way out, I guess, because I know things are probably tough with them, like the layoffs and just having some tough financial trouble. I can't really blame them too much for not giving us the stuff for free. I also don't really like paying for the stuff for free, but I guess if it does mean hopefully we get another DLC next time, it would be kind of crappy if this was the final DLC and we're just left with something that the majority of the audience isn't really a fan of and like kind of like annoyed with and ticked off with. It would be kind of sad if that was the final pack. I don't think it is. I think that it'll end with June, because June is just like, I don't know, June just seems like a symbolic month of like Jurassic. I think most of all the movies came out in June, if that has anything to do with it. We usually had DLCs in June, and there are so many species that people want. And honestly, with this game, I think that you don't have to make, like, it's not like Planet Zoo where like some of the requested animals need like highly detailed models. They really don't, because in this game you have big carnivore model, medium carnivore model, small carnivore model. The essential ones are there, and you can even see that with the the Predator pack, that all 4 of those species were built off of ones that we already had. Tarbosaurus was T-Rex, Gigantoraptor was an enlarged Oviraptor, Concavinator was clearly Australovenator, but just with like sails and quills, and then Utahraptor was Pyroraptor. So all of these species are very similar to the ones we had. I don't blame them for reusing them, but there are more unique ways to still use them, like other than just doing Spinoceratops and hybrids like this. Again, I see where they're coming from with making the hybrids, because the people did want them. I don't really think they wanted to pay for them. What I would have wanted was to see 4 new hybrids, Spinoceratops and maybe Ankylodocus included, because that is a pretty big change in what it looks like, and then 2 brand new hybrids, like a like an aquatic one or a flying one, and then also alongside that have the 2 hybrids that are brought back, Spinoraptor and Stegoceratops, have those in the free update. And then even if that's all that's in the free update, it's still something. Well, it is a shame that the free update, there was no free update in this March kind of release. Hopefully we get one next time, or they're working on something. Maybe they're just they're just kind of like rearranging their team to help Planet Zoo out, because Planet Zoo has the DLC and console coming. Or they could just be saving up their time for the next DLC, making it really big and being like the finale DLC. I really don't know. But that's all I'm going to say about that. We're hopefully by now switching over to the herbivore enclosure. If we're not, then we will in a couple minutes. So, I hope you all enjoy. For now, I will see you guys in the tour. Yeah. I'll leave you with whatever's left of the cinematic, or the speed build. And I'll be over with you guys in a few minutes, hopefully. Alright, here we are in the live tour kind of thing. So I'm going to try and do these more often in the videos, for especially for this series, because I feel like the speed build part of the episode is probably going to be a shorter amount of time. So to fill that gap, I just want to do kind of a tour, just to see what we did in the episode, if that makes sense. So, in the previous episode, we did the entire parking lot. This wasn't really a speed build, it was more just an overlooking. We're going to kind of see just what we did. So we did this entire roadway, we did the parking lot, and the entrance was done. In this episode, which hopefully you saw most of me building it, we have the big plaza kind of area, which doesn't have any shops. It's more of a relaxing, chill kind of area. You have a few displays. You have kind of a little beachy area, or a beachy area, just a relaxing area. And then you have our first enclosure, which is the Pachycephalosaurus, and what I improvised to be baby Pachycephalosauruses. And I saw this, and I thought this was really clever that people are using smaller creatures as baby dinosaurs, and it's actually really clever. So yeah, I thought using the Homalocephale as a baby Pachycephalosaurus would be really cute and clever, just as a family kind of living here. But yeah, we'll get to that in a second. But yeah, and then also here we have the Utahraptor Paddock, using some of the new cage raptor paddock props. I did get a couple more new mods. I got this glass piece. I don't remember where it's from. I'll probably throw it up on screen where the mod came from. And I'll link it down below if you guys want to check it out yourselves. I cannot remember any other mods I used actually in this specific build. I know I got a couple more lagoon decorations, which we haven't gone onto yet. I will touch on those a bit later when we get to the marine species pack, which I actually did buy. The last two species packs I'm missing, I got the marine species pack, because that one I know I didn't get because it's marine species and I didn't really I like the animals in it, but I know that lagoons still are kind of slept on, so they're not really too exciting to build for. But with the spring sale, it was half off, so I managed to pick it up anyway. And then I got the brand new DLC, which is the hybrid DLC. I know there's a lot of controversy coming out with it, and I also realized I didn't do a review on that. Maybe I will for the next pack, because I think there is going to be another DLC for this game, at least one more. Maybe, it feels like a bad way to go out with a hybrid pack, seeing how a lot of people were left upset with it. But we'll see about that. But if there is another DLC, maybe I can, once we're more comfortable with this game, maybe I can do some sort of review video with it. But yeah, I also got the hybrid DLC. I know that it's very controversial, and I'm still not a fan of a lot of the creatures in it. Probably 3 out of the 4 of them aren't really my favorites. But I do like the Lux skins, and maybe after we're done this park, we could do a Lux park, which I've seen a popular trend going around, making a park of all the Lux species. But yeah, that's a topic for a different video. This video is the predator versus prey video. We have popular predator species, being the Utahraptor, and a popular prey species, the Pachycephalosaurus. So, I'm gonna go towards the Utahraptor, first of all. So we have this little backstage area, which we showcased last time. So, first of all, we have this viewing area for the Utahraptors. We are in play mode. I can see him doing a little social animation there. It's really cute. But yeah, we see 2 of them there. I don't know where the third one is. Probably in the back somewhere. You can kind of see it moving there, just behind the trees. But yeah, this is a pretty plain enclosure on the inside. I just put some rocks and foliage and stuff. Oh, there's another social animation. Very cute. We'll check out the Utahraptors after in a second. But yeah, so there's a little viewing gallery. That is the only viewing gallery of the enclosure. It's just a smaller one. Of course, you have this, which I don't think you can actually use. No, you can't, because it's a mod, obviously. But implied that security can go up the stairs and stuff and see that. And these are from the mod that I got last time, which is from the bronze statues of all the species in game, which are very handy for identifying what species is in an enclosure for the public to know. So yeah, we just have this little benches and stuff, just a little sitting area, and then we have this backstage area, which we cannot get into, but with the power of magic, we can. So we have this little gap area, They probably can't escape. It's probably fine. Let's go in the back here. You could just go all the way back. This is just for staff only. And you just have a bunch of different things here. This is pretty cool. You have a thing. It would be really cool if the mod creator made it so that door was open, and then you could have the raptors in here, but they did not, but that's fine. I understand. Overall, this looks really cool. Love it. And you have even more storage back here. Yeah. And we can check out the Utahraptors in here. And see this. Look at that, that's cool. I always like putting this in capture mode, because capture mode obviously has way better cinematic, like, usually like that looks so cool. Just put it like that. Dang. Oh yeah, that's what I also got. I also got cattails from Planet Zoo actually. If you recognize these are exactly ported over from Planet Zoo. Look at that, like that's cool. Like the glare, the sun. Very cool. Where's the last one? And see if we can switch this to maybe mid. No. I thought there was a midday option. Yeah, there it is. You can see this guy. Very cool. Loving the new species. This is from the second most recent pack, the Predator pack. Very good addition in my eyes. How cool that looks. I kind of wanted to do like a documentary series on this game, or Planet Zoo. I just don't have the patience though, because in Planet Zoo you have to build all the environments for them to work with, and I might come back to that, but honestly I don't know, because it's such an annoying task to do. And working with animals, like getting the perfect shots in this game and Planet Zoo, is really hard, especially when dealing with like all the noises that come in the background, like the noise when you actually put a species down or whatever, like a click on a species. That gets in the way of footage, and I'd rather just not deal with it. Yeah. Oh, it's on the move. Can we? Oh, hold on. Slow motion. Did I already kill it? Where? Oh no, there it is. Oh, there you go. Gotta get this in high resolution shot. Dang. Nice. Just taking it out. That looks cool. Very cool shot. Anyway, so that's enough of that. We've seen the Utahraptor. Now if we win, this is currently a dead end. This will connect back to this path, which will go somewhere else that we probably will either touch in next episode or another episode coming of that. I might work on over here, I might work on over there, who knows, honestly. So let's go back this way to here. So we have some planters. Alright. We have this little garden kind of area, lounging area that I talked about earlier. Just a cute little area here. Can't really fit through there. Alright then. This is the actual area here. We do have like a cool little display, which would be cool if we could actually see. I like looking at these in is there a default? No. I mean that's a decent view, but I wish it was like lighter. Yeah, it's only controls like this weather and stuff too. And then if you go to this one, I think this one's better for lighting. You put this to the default. Yeah, slightly better. Yeah, like the Homalocephale. Homalocephale. Wait, is that how you spell it? Spell it? Homalocephale. Homalocephale. No, Homalo. Anyway, so yeah, you have these little displays, and then you can go in these little glass viewing areas. You can see them. Oh shoot, we're still on slow motion mode. There you go. You can see them wandering around. How beautiful. You can see. Let's see if we can find a Pachycephalosaurus, an adult, I guess. Yeah, there's one. Kind of blurry behind the glass, but I mean, I guess that is what glass is supposed to do. You can get a better look. Oh, that's a cool look. That one, oh god, what is happening? You get a pretty good view of one. The little babies. Very cute. And then you also have the grown-up versions, which you get a better shot of the Pachycephalosaurs in here. Dang, I forgot to pause that. That would have been a good shot. Oh! Yeah, that's a cool shot. I like that. This is supposed to be like the male, and then I think the other one is like a solid color. Oh no, it's like red. So maybe this is supposed to be the male, and that's supposed to be the female. I don't know. Do animals have gender in this game? Or are they all, Actually, I think they're all female. Right. Anyway. So yeah, and then I also made this cool shelter out of the viewing galleries. That. And then continuing around here, we have like this cool statue for the T-Rex. You go all the way around. You have more planters. And then we have this, which I think, yeah, it's the right area. This might turn into something next episode. Who knows? Maybe. Foreshadowing. And then we have a backstage area for the staff, which we're not allowed to go in. And then this is like a higher, which you can kind of see actually through here, but you're not supposed to. I think the main viewing is like the glass are where you're supposed to be. So yeah, and then it goes all the way around back to where we were at here. And this is just more planting and stuff I did just in my free time, and we have some cool, like a little planter here. But yeah, and this path will lead off into somewhere else. So this is all I have so far. I'd say this is a pretty big expansion onto what we had in the first episode. Technically this was already done in the first episode, but I didn't really showcase it, and we didn't look too much into it, so yeah. So in the next episode, we're gonna dive into another pack. We did a small showcase in the Predator pack, and this was, I guess, just like our opening animal, so we didn't really have a new one. Let me know down below if you guys want to see maybe the hybrid species come into the park next. We could do an aviary for some of the new pterosaurs, like the koalas, or the smaller one, the Utahraptor. We could do a lagoon. I kind of want to save lagoons actually for later on, so maybe if we can stick to aviary or land species for now. I also kind of want to do like a Lex section of the park, but I also kind of want to use the hybrid species first. I don't know, I got a lot of ideas stewing, so I want to hear your guys' ideas down below if you guys have any of what I can do to further this park. If you are enjoying this series, and are excited to see what comes of it in the next few weeks, and are also interested in Planet Zoo or Fall Guys, which are the other two series we have going on the channel, please hit the subscribe button or like the video. It means so much to me. It lets me know that I'm doing a good job, and you guys can tell me what I need to do better. I always love feedback. So yeah, thank you all for watching. Hit the subscribe button if you enjoyed, and if you want to see more. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye guys.